In this video, I'd like to select a few items that might be particularly interesting for a company using Research Insights Excel add-in. I'm going to go to I'm going to go to add-ins. I'm going to go ahead and pick the wizard with the shaking hands. I'm going to go to Research Assistant. I'm going to go ahead and do Love. And I don't really care to find any other companies than that. I might want to, I'll go ahead and do Love, sub-industry. I don't want ADRs, and I want it to have a market value of greater than $1 billion. I'll go ahead and hit next, and that will tell me the airlines that have met that criteria. I'm going to go next again. I'm going to go to Report Assistant. Now, what I want is I can look at items and companies, so I can have the companies here and each item that I'm interested in. I can do it the other way. Here's the year, here's the item, and here's each company. Or I can look at it time-wise. So here's the item, and here's each year, and here's the company. Here's the year, here's the item, and the company up here. Or I could do this one, year, and then the item for each company. I'm going to go ahead and pick that one there. I'm going to go to next. Now, in this area, I can pick up a whole bunch of interesting items that I might find interesting, such as company-specific information, such as the company name, officer name, number, the employer identification, number of employees. If I click here, I can get the definition of that. And it says this item represents the number of company workers as reported to shareholders. I might want to pick out some information. I might want to know some ratios. So I can look up some ratios. Now, it's always good to know how they calculate the ratios. So I can click here and look up definition. This one doesn't have one, but it's operating income divided by sales. I can look up market values, such as the daily price or the closing price. I can go over here and I can look at economic data. I can get the T-bill. Let's go ahead and add that one. Let's go ahead and grab some growth data, such as the growth in sales. For the last 3 years. Growth in assets for the last 3 years. Let's go ahead and get some more economic data. Suppose we want to know something about the maturity spread, the inflation rate, GDP annual growth. Maybe I want to know some industry information. If I come down here, there's some ones that relate to the industry. So I can look at industries. We have airline industries, retail, oil and gas, heating and home care, healthcare. Let's go ahead and look at the industry. I can look at fuel consumption, total aircraft and service, non-passenger revenue. Let's go ahead and add that one. This says I have too many items displayed, so I need to remove one of these. Let's go ahead and remove the first call, earnings estimates, which I can also get. What were the earning estimates? So now I'll go to the industry, airline industry, available seat miles, fuel expense. Then I'll go to next. Now maybe I want it for this year, which would be the ending, going back 5 years. Then I'll go ahead and hit finish. And it will generate that report for me. It started off here because I think that's where my selected cell was. I'll go ahead and delete that. And there we have the T-bill. We have the growth. We have the assets. And we have inflation. We have growth in GDP. Thank you.